and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with hate makers. I throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
You out, sucker.
I'd rather have my head stuck in the clouds than buried in the mound. Feet touching the asphalt, back will touch the ground. You ops about that trash talk, my hands speaking loud. The crowd sound is drowning our conversation now. I know what I'm about to do, can't coma induce. But look, I train not to lose, what else is there to do? I'm a fighter, hard like barbed wire, sharp the same way I'm tired, but get energized when the crowd say showbiz boom baye. Showbiz boom baye, my style's impetuous, my defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my ego says so. A fighter, I am lost in this whirlwind, this make-believe world where it's a sin to be a grown man. Look, I never read a book, bruh. I must admit, I'm about that grit and that dumb shit, where your head's on some drum shit, body got Bambi legs, ears on some hum shit, later getting medicated, urine on some blood shit. I want wildest power with Devin Haney's defense. Alright, man, look, I got one question for you. Who the hell is going to win this fight? Two prime heavyweight fighters at the top of their game right now. You have Fabio Worley and Joseph Parker. This is throwback. This is what we want. This is absolutely fearless. Why would these two heavyweight monsters take on each other? Well, according to Frank Warren, whoever wins this fight take on one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, the current heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. Oh, and who is Fabio Worley? Well, if you don't know, a rising star in the heavyweight division, one of the hardest punching heavyweights in the world right now. He's young, he's fast, he's hungry. Oh, and then I mentioned he just holds the crown for having knockout of the year when he knocked out Frazier Clark. And Joseph Parker? Oh, you don't know the legend? He's just a heavyweight with one of the best resumes in heavyweight history. How does Joseph Parker deal with big punchers? Why don't you ask one of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Oh, and I forgot to mention, that's right, he knocked out Martin Bakole in 2 rounds. So he has surely outboxed Fabio Worley, right? Not so fast. I saw Fabio Worley getting outboxed in his last fight by Haney for most of the fight. How did Fabio Worley deal with that pressure? He was just cautious, thinking it through, and then BAM! Exclusively on DAZN pay-per-view, October 25th. And if you buy the pay-per-view using this link, I'm gonna give you a 7-day free trial of DAZN. So who's gonna win this fight? And who's gonna get a chance to take on Alexander Usyk for heavyweight supremacy? Find out October 25th. We're in DAZN war room. Up off it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Hey! Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Girl. Girl. It's Thanks Friday! Baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Guy, well, with you. Who else do we have? D-Nice. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man, look. First I want to say this. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hold on, Creed Dog. I gotta give you something. Hold on, wait a second. Before we get started, Creed Dog went, here it is.
Everybody, man. Think I'm getting too much money.
Flex on him. See. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got. Oh, Chris, that brother said, got to start the show off right. Hit the Tyson bell. Love you, boy. Thank you so much, my brother. That's fantastic. Just say, yeah, everybody flex on him. Hit the Tyson bell. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat. Hit the like. Wait a minute and give it up for the Varner Hill Bye.
Bring on live with the laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Burnell man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute, I swear before Lord, Creedon got busy, but we can't do a damn thing without giving it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve baby.
Oh, hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute, hold on. Run.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. Oh my goodness. Hold on. And my man said, "Hey Boogie, A-Town Boogie." He said, found out who took my money on FanDuel. It was Chauncey Billups. LOL. Happy Friday, everyone. You know what the problem is? You're in the wrong spot, hey Boogie. You in the wrong. You gotta come on home. My bookie that I wanna try. And he said, "Y'all ain't gonna do that to me again." Don't. We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. And we made it this week. Made for the Facts Friday. Tomorrow's Fabio Worley versus Joseph Parker and all those things like that. But I'm gonna tell you this, from making it through the week and going into the weekend.
Squad up. Let's go.
Let's go. Bring your ass. Hit the Tyson bell. We have a show for you guys today. A new member. We have a show for you guys today. We're going to talk about Devin, the American Dream, Haney for a bit. He's cut up like a bag of dope. But I have a what if for you. We're going to talk about that. Short little bit of training from a few fighters. All right. We're going to do some horror shorts. We're going to try to do two. I had two of them suggested by you guys. I guess they're old, but they said that they're surprised that I didn't do the horror shorts for those. So we're going to do some horror shorts. All right, hit the Tyson bell. We do that. We have the knockouts, and we have around the ring. Talk a little Fabio Joseph Parker for tomorrow. Don't forget, I will be calling that fight live. We in the zone war room. Hold on, let's do this right.
We in the zone.
We also going to talk a bit about what Adrian Broner said a few years ago about Devin, the American Dream, Haney being over Gervonta Tank Davis. I covered that yesterday because I never touched on that before, but I still think that it has its place even today to ask, who is greater, Haney or Tank? And many of you guys jumped in the comments. I'm going to give you guys a chance to speak your piece now today. But before we get into all that, I want to say this. All right, listen. Listen. I had a fantastic childhood. I did. My childhood was full of G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, Silverhawks, Thundercats. All right, I'm talking about cereals like Trix and Fruit Loops and shit. All right, Razor Brand, hit the Tyson bell, Sugar Smacks. All right, where you had the prize in the box. Okay, I had a childhood of climbing trees, having a good time. Yeah, we were in a hood, but not in my house. My house was a celebration every damn day, which is why I'm so happy. There's a lot of people that's like, why is he so happy? How can we bring this down? Because I was baptized in happiness. Because my family went through some tragic shit right before I was born. So when I was born, I felt like it was a brand new era. And I know it felt that way for me because I was new, but the house was celebrating something. And that's the thing I want to say about y'all who get pissed off about a little of this, a little of that. I'm mad at the world because of my fighter. What the hell are you talking about? You better start smiling more because all we got is today and what we had was yesterday. And the future isn't promised. And my family knew that. So we celebrated every damn. That's how I know y'all ain't go through no real shit. If y'all went through some real shit, you ain't running around bull jiving. All right. When you go through some real shit, you ain't got time worried about celebrities, somebody else done pissed you off, or how this celebrity look, or what's going on social media. That's some dumbass shit. Yeah, I ain't gone through nothing, but I have a point I want to make. Let me see. Is it still cheating if a supplement gives you a lot of advantages, but doesn't pop? For me, fighters shouldn't be taking no supplements over. I feel that way too. But what I'm saying is there's rules. And if it doesn't break the rules, then it's not cheating, right? I mean, that's the definition of rules. Hit the bell. But what I want to say is this. Something came into the mail yesterday, Jay Bizzle. Facts. That's why I'm smiling. You know, I've had the worst tragedies, okay? So if it ain't that, I have a smile on my face. If we can still breathe and fight through something and make a negative into a positive, I'm smiling about it. Hit the Tyson bell. But something came in the mail that made me smile from ear to ear. It is the one thing that we used to get to let us know that our favorite time of the year is coming. Yesterday, this house received its first Christmas catalog. Oh my God. Do you guys remember the Christmas catalog? I mean, do you look at the advertisement and all? Like, do you guys get Christmas and cheer and jolly? I know everything's supposed to be tough and rough and no glazing and you're glazing and you're glazing. But is a smile still okay? Is happiness and singing Christmas songs and being gleeful for your kids, is that still okay? I know hardcore is the thing right now, but is it still okay to have a good ass time? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Is that still all right to have marshmallows and shit? Okay, I just wanted to make sure because this house is very happy. We haven't even got to Halloween yet, let alone Thanksgiving. You name it. Okay, let me see. Do you produce your own music? No. If so, what do you use? I don't. I buy my production. Okay. I want to say this too. What just dropped on MVP. I hope they don't hit me with a copyright for this, but I want to show you guys this. What just dropped is MVP Uncut. And you get a first look, and I know this was weeks ago, but you still get a first look. Let me share the screen. A first look of Javante. And to hear what he has to say here, I just want to share this with you guys because I just saw the first few moments. I'm going to watch the whole thing later, but just look at the first few moments.
Doing what's best for me and what's right for me, and I've been doing this for a little minute now, since I was 7 years old. This is the first camp I can enjoy myself and be back. My headspace that I'm in now is way better than what I was before, and that's the only thing that matters to me. I'm looking at it now, it's just like, I don't know, probably this was a good thing, us fighting. Cause you have someone that, we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same thing. You know, I gotta be in there with him, I gotta be able to, his arm reach, his size, his power, the way he moving and things like that. I just gotta adapt as I fight him. I think it's gonna be a great event. Every time I fight, it's fireworks, Boxing wins come November the 14th. We just giving boxing what it needs, and that's excitement.
I'm clapping. Here comes the negativity, the hate, something pretty horrible to say. I know. Let me see. Just told my boss to shut up on the Facts Friday for Helen. Put the fight on. Love you, Biz. And yes, people need to be more jolly. 100%. Thank you so much, my brother. Listen, I'm happy. Let me tell you why I'm happy. I'm happy to hear Gervonta sound like that, because the fight was going to happen if he liked it or not. Think about what he said. He said, I'm looking at it now like maybe it was a good thing us fighting. That's not somebody running to fight Jake Paul. He said, I'm looking at it now like maybe it was a good thing we fight. Y'all got to really listen. While everybody shitted on Tank for it wasn't his idea. It wasn't his idea. And my thing is, if you got to do it anyway, there's nothing worth doing that isn't worth overdoing. Then go ahead, full steam ahead, and knock his block off. That's my thing. A lot of people will complain and complain and complain and complain and complain with a loser mentality and try to project that on Gervonta Tank Davis so he could go in feeling bad about it with a loser mentality. You're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. I used to come into work. Good morning. Good morning. Because guess what? None of us want to be here. Don't act like you do. None of us want to be here. So you might as well give yourself a reason. Good damn morning. I got to get up. I don't want to hit the gym every day, but I want to look better. I want to do better. I want to feel better. Then you better go into it with the right attitude. We're here now. When I started my speech at the beginning, talking about going through tragedy and being a happy person, that's the one thing that my family drilled to me every single day. You got to do it, showbiz. You might as well do it with a smile. Tank, you got to fight Jake. It's going to happen. Don't go in there like a pussy. You might as well go in there for the kill, regardless of what everyone says. And if that means you got to turn off social media, then damn it, do whatever it takes. Cut off the noise, because you let the noise get to you. They are here to destroy you. I'm happy Gervonta said this is the best I felt in a while. Because the other option is this is the worst I felt in a while. And when we talked about can people be jolly again, which one do you prefer? Someone feel the worst they've ever felt in a while or the best they've ever felt? And regardless of how you feel about him and how you feel about him versus Jake and that damn event that you're going to watch any damn way, then Tank, you might as well feel good about it. And I'm happy. I prefer you to feel better than you felt in a while than the worst you felt. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Facts Friday. Let's make it work, Tank. Let's make it work. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. He says boxing will win. Good. Yep. Hey, Boogie, boxing will win, meaning he's boxing, right? Y'all call the event WWE. Well, it's not Jake. I mean, it's not Tank. It will be Jake. So he's saying boxing will win. Tank, you're going to have to knock him out. You got to knock him out. All right? So let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let me get my Black Two Sugars. Happy Friday. Yeah, man. A lot of people will want you to feel the worst you possibly felt. I don't know what that's. I think that's about them more so about. Okay. Okay, let's move forward. Hold on. Looking good, Biz. Thanks, brother. I've had locks for 10 about time. I feel you. For what, 10 years by the time you cut it off or something like, yeah, brother, listen. I woke up this morning. All right, I've had a sty, so you know I have a headache, my sty hurt, all kinds of shit. And a lot of people who's looking out for me is like, ShowBizz, this is how you take care of a sty. What y'all don't know is I've had sty since I was a kid. I'm a styologist, so I know what I have to do. Okay, but cut off the Super Saiyan. I actually just forgot that I did, but I woke up this morning. I got on the scale. I'm 2 pounds heavier. I went from 217 to 208.6 or something like that. I'm 210 point whatever. But I looked in a mirror, had my shirt off. I look like a damn pit bull off the leash. I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm looking good. So thank you so much. Muscle, ab work, everything's starting to look good. With the hair short and everything, I'm starting to look like a pit bull off the leash. And I remember being that for most of my life. So I'm happy to see you again, ShowBizz. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. So yeah, I may have gained 2 pounds, but I think it's muscle because I had my rest day yesterday. And then you start because I went 10 days straight working out. So then I had my rest day yesterday and muscle start to build, all that shit. Okay. All right, listen. Let's look at this real quick before I do my what if. All right. Let's pull out the receipts. Check this. Receipts, motherfucker! Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. Seeing you putting in work, Bizzilla. None but respect. Love you, boy. Thank you, brother. Hey, KD. Check out the condition Devin the American Dream Haney is in. Cut up like a bag of dope.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucking high key.
I'm going to give you guys a what if. Now he's cut up, he's shredded. He looks great. He looks great because he's not drained. Pause. This is the highest weight he's gone to. He was always a big kid. So his body looks healthier. It's not just cut. It has volume. That's good. All right. He's healthier. Which, once again, proving my point. If he looks good against Brian Norman, and if he beats Brian Norman, if he looks strong, it proves my point. Fight at your healthy weight. Cutting yourself down, that's the past, bro. We're back to the Stone Age. It's the boxing revolution. But I have a what if for you guys. Let's do a what if. Hold on one second. Here it is. Time, space, reality. It's more than just a linear path. It's a prism where a single choice can branch out to infinite realities, creating alternate boxing worlds from the ones you know. I am ShowBizz the adult. Follow me and ponder the question. What if? Here's my what if. Let's see, Swat. Salute, big dog. Just shooting you something for the grind. Love you, boy. Appreciate you, man. Love you, boy. Thanks, my brother. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me give you a what if. What if? Now, I've spoken about Devin Haney meeting Brian Norman in the middle and going to knock and going for the knockout. All right. What if? He might have a better chin now. What if Brian Norman Jr. out jabs Devin Haney? We all talk about how Devin Haney has one of the best jabs in the business. All right. Bornero effect, though. He doesn't really block well, but the jab itself, that stick is crazy. You've heard Bill Haney say that stick all night What if? No way. Okay, hold on. I understand. Let's do this again. Maybe I didn't show you enough. And you like to cut off too. Now listen to me. I said something that made everybody say, no way. Years ago, I said Tyson Fury is the puncher in that fight against Wilder. Y'all said no way. And I said it's punch to chin ratio. I said that Fury can take Wilder's punch better than Wilder can take Fury's, making Fury the puncher in that fight. Listen, Devin Haney is known for having one of the best jabs, but it doesn't mean that he can defend a jab. How many fighters have you seen him fight with a great jab? Lomachenko out-jabbed Devin Haney that whole fight. Devin Haney had to be a body snatcher against Lomachenko. Say I'm lying. Lomachenko was jabbing him in the face that whole night. See, the thing about Night Devin, the thing about doing film study isn't being brainwashed into a category of saying, okay, this is what we can't do. You can't jab with him. He has the best jab. Why not? How many fantastic jabbers has he fought? Cook Biz, Justin. What I'm saying is, when you look at Brian Norman's jab, not only is it fluid from the shoulders, not only is he 147, not only is it quick, but he's jabbing with his knuckle. That shit hurt. What if he start busting Devin Haney up with a jab? Let's look at it one more time. Terrence Bud Crawford taught me, if there was anything Terrence Crawford taught me with that Canelo fight, is everything isn't what it seems to be. If anybody almost got knocked out again in that Terrence Crawford Canelo fight, it was Canelo. Canelo got the better chin. Terrence Crawford was rocked against Gamboa. He was dropped by Mean Machine. Terrence Crawford knocking out everybody till he got to 154. How he's going to hurt Canelo Alvarez at 168. Canelo Alvarez been punched at light heavy. If anybody almost got knocked out, it was Bud almost knocking out Canelo. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That's the last thing I thought was going to happen. If anything, that he was going to stand toe-to-toe, out-trade with him, and hurt him. A lot of you guys thought that was going to happen. Not me. It helps. It helps me think. How often have I seen Devin Haney go up against a sharp, fast jab? Another thing. Because Brian Norman Bates is a savage when knocking people out, And not a lot of people have seen his progression. They've only seen like the knockout, his last knockout. So you would look at him and say, okay, he's just a slugger. I mean, you can't help but to think that way. But what if he's a fast-footed fighter? What if he is a technical jabber? He just didn't have to do that because he wanted to make an impact and get his name out there. So I got to start breaking faces and knocking people out. Now I'm here. Now let me reveal all my tools. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying what if. This is a what if segment. What if, because Devin Haney can jab, it doesn't necessarily mean he could defend a jab? What if Brian Norman Bates out jabs Devin Haney all night? Just saying, just food for thought. Let me see. Devin Haney doesn't make adjustments. Norman does. Yeah, Norman definitely does. Devin Haney doesn't. I can't say that. I can't say that because I've seen Devin Haney fight. He fought Prograis differently than he fought Loma, and he fought Jose Ramirez differently than he fought Loma. You know, so I've seen him fight. Now, you're talking about mid. If you're talking about mid-fight adjustments, I saw him do that against Ryan. He tried to box from the outside. Ryan hurt him, and he started taking the fight too. Because he couldn't, with the bow and arrow effect and how he leans back and the stuff he does, Ryan's speed, he had to take the fight to Ryan. And he was doing well doing that. A lot of people think it was the opposite. No, he was doing well taking the fight to Ryan. But then, let me see. Haney by decision, guys. Bet on snack. Let me see. Norman fatigue. I've never seen Norman out of shape. But maybe you're right. Let me see. Boxing is so unpredictable, Biz. Norman Jr. has improved so much through the years. I am genuinely thinking he knocks out Devin. Here's the thing about that. One, if this was before Santillan, I would have had Haney to beat Brian. And I'm trying to figure out what that means. I think that means I just didn't get enough data. Now with more data, okay, the fight is closer, right? Also, I'm not sure if Devin is as good as I think he is. That's a scary thing because Brian is either not as good as his hype is right now, or he's better than what we think he is. I don't know. And I'm the first one to tell you guys how much I don't damn know. But what we do in the war room is do critical thinking. A lot of people call that flip-flopping. They only want you to have one mind. But that's not what I do. I'm trying to think of all things. And then when I see the fight, I'm like, oh shit, it was that thing. Plus, I bet money on my bookie. So I'm trying to get my money back. All right? I've been winning with football though. So I'm far better at predicting football than boxing for some reason. And boxing is my life. Okay, let me see. I don't think Devin wins though. I think he can. I think we could get something weird like a Brian Norman Bates decision win. The reason why, because I've been seeing weird shit. I saw Rolly Romero outbox Ryan Garcia. I thought if Rolly wins, it would only be because of a knockout or a big punch. All right. Let me see. I see what you mean, ShowBizz. I also see a fast straight counter too. Good take on the jab though. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not saying that the jab knocks him out. The jab sets up other things. What I'm saying is maybe we should deconstruct the approach that Haney is going to be the jabber in the fight, and then Brian Norman just got to outfight him and slug him and knock him out. Maybe Brian technically boxes with him, can out jab him, breaking his nose, bam, bam, and then finish. What I'm saying is, when I say jab, I don't mean that he's Muhammad Ali and he ain't doing nothing else. I'm saying that jab can set shit up, and he's don't have a bow and arrow effect, and he's blocking. He's countering two off the jab. Fantastic work. Fantastic work. Let me see. What if I didn't have to subscribe to DAZN to get free boxing? What if I didn't have to? Now I have to pay $60 for the David Benavidez. Yeah. Well, the thing about that is I don't own DAZN. I collab with them. from my understanding, though, they still going to go with the no paper, not DAZN, but it was never DAZN. It was Riyadh Season and Ring. They are going. It's actually His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is talking about going the no pay-per-view model. They just didn't start with Ring 4 like they said. But DAZN never said that. All DAZN fights would be no pay-per-view. DAZN never said that. But Riyadh Season and Ring. All right? Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Okay, everybody. Let's do knockouts. And then we're going to move forward into continuing our conversation about Tank Davis and Devin the American Dream.
Wendy Peppercorn.
No.
I'll be in your crib checking the foundation like a home inspector. You get dropped if we ought to box like a phone protector. You get cut short with the clips, I'm the chrome director. Going off non-stop in your house like a smoke detector.
She's talking.
That's crazy.
Put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Sarpo.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sarpo, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Please
I have
give
a
it to
tape.
charity. That'd be fine.
Why don't you swear to? Why not? Why won't you do it? So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sarpo has made a fool of himself in front of the world. Mr. Sarpo, you do not deserve.
Knockout. That was some serious exposure. Guy said, why would the Bible mean anything? Disrespect. Then why doesn't he do it? That's the point. The point is how you perceive the Bible. Then why doesn't he do it? Y'all brains don't look at, it's like dyslexia or let me see. Yo, Biz, I think I keep up with your content so much, even people who make negative videos about you, that your name in the caption or titles pop. Well, let me tell you something, brother. A couple years ago, it happened actually, not that long ago, too. I think maybe a year ago. But I think, well, over the years, I may have watched maybe 4 videos about me that someone else made. I remember the first time there was a video about me. I was like, what? Now it's happening to me. You know, because I've seen it happen with everybody else, and I didn't think much. But when it happens to you, it's like, what? It's almost flattering. And I looked at the video. I forgot who it was. But in the video, they just said a bunch of lies. They said, they not only said what they thought I said, but they also tried to convince people that I wasn't shit. And I'm like, okay, they trying to convince me I'm a lying piece of shit, right? And so they could come up. I just saw a comment like that here. And that's just what a lot of you do. Comment here said, I'll do that for the check too, which don't disrespect me like that again, because that's not how I move. But because you move like that, you project that on me. So I saw videos of, or that video, they were lying. And I'm like, dude, I'll never watch another one. I think I watched another one a few years ago. And I think like a year ago, I watched another one. And I'm like, at this point, I would never watch those. I will never watch. Because there's not enough videos about me that's like, hey, yo, ShowBizz really doing a good job. right? So you got to understand the motive. The motive is, let me bring him down so I can come up. And if I keep taking that energy in, I'm gonna do it myself, and that's not it'd be embarrassing. All right. Okay, let me see. Biz, you're a beast. I see you putting in that work. Love you, boy. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. Yo, Biz, I think, okay. So let's talk about this. Because I still don't know. I lost sleep over this a little bit, by the way. I think my style kept me up, and while I was up. Who's greater, Devin Haney or Javante right now? Who's greater? Devin. Haney easily. Because I messed with that. But I maybe I overthought Haney. Rolly, that's cheating. All right, that's like saying Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? That's definitely the king of drinks. Devin has more heart. Agreed. Devin has more heart. Agreed. Resume equals Devin. Resume. I want to say yes. Here's my prop, Haney. Because I want to say impact goes to Javante, but Haney got one hell of an impact on the negative end, right? Like Haney's impact is everybody wants him slept. He has an impact. Let me see. No one will forget Haney. Devin and I don't even like him. I'm just being real. Devin, and I don't even like him. I'm just being real. Here's what messed with me. Here's what messed with me. Do you guys want to see Shakur versus Lamont Roach? Let me ask a better question. Who wins, Lamont Roach or Pitbull? You want to see Shakur versus Lamont Roach? Okay. Who wins, Lamont Roach or Pitbull? Roach. See what I'm saying? You see, you get where I'm going? Roach. It's only because of Tank. Who wins, Roach or Pitbull, is because of Tank. The names Roach and Pitbull is because of Tank. 2. Roach versus Shakur, you would have wanted that when he was coming from 130. You would have called Shakur cherry pick. Now, you don't mind seeing it. Why? Because of Tank. In my opinion, Devin doesn't need his dad in his corner. Okay. True. Let me ask you this. If Tank has a bad resume, why are 2 of the welterweight champions on his resume? We're giving Haney all the love in the world for fighting Brian Norman. 2 of the current welterweight champions are on his resume. One of them is a reigning welterweight champion. Is how he took Tank's shots, though. Yes, Tank. The name is Tank. Critical thinking, Biz, is your forte. When I'm saying literary Pharaoh, what I'm saying is this. That's why I'm not biased. You know, when you're biased, you tend to downgrade or overlook what others are accomplishing. Two of the reigning welterweight champions are on his resume. And you want to know something that is sickening to the boxing world's stomach? The biggest fight this year is going to be Tank and Jake. I'm just talking about impact. Devin Haney was undisputed, but because of one fight. Teofimo Lopez did more to accomplish that than Devin. I still think Lomachenko was robbed against Devin, but at least Devin fought him. Devin fought him. Here's an argument for Devin. Devin gave Shakur an offer. Tank didn't. Shakur turned it down, which I said he shouldn't have. I don't think Shakur should have turned it down. I don't even think Shakur thinks he should have turned it down. Shakur would be in a whole different place right now if he wouldn't have turned it down. But Devin offered Shakur. He gave him an offer. Like it or not, he did put an offer on the table. And Shakur turned it down. I never thought Tank avoided Loma. I always thought Floyd Mayweather did. Let me see. Biz, we've been saying this forever. Tank is impactful. He's impactful with a resume that has aged extremely well. Extremely well. Let me see. What's to say Loma wouldn't work Tank Davis? But here's the thing, Matt. We can't do that. I can't say would have, because I would have said that Canelo would have beaten Bud. You see, there's a difference between would have and what happened. So we can't even measure that. We just know what happened. Haney took Loma. He took the fight. Regardless of who ducked who and how it didn't, I got to measure what happened. Haney and Loma fought, period. Period. Let me see. Devin takes more of a challenge than Tank. I agree. And the funny thing is, Ryan Garcia was weight drained against Tank. But Tank did knock him out. And they did fight. I've often said that the Ryan that Tank fought was more determined than the one that Devin fought. The Ryan Devin fought was a downward spiraling. He was crashing the hell out. Let me see. In your opinion, Biz, what father, son, coach, and fighter tandem is the best recent boxing history? Recent. Also, you're one of the best online boxing analysts. I would have to say the Benavidez, Jose and David. Neither Barrios or Rolly earned their titles. Who are two of the welterweight champions? Is Mario Barrios and Rolly two of the welterweight champions? Let me rephrase it that way. I can give a shit, bro. Matt, you got to understand. You got to understand, Matt. You got to understand. I can give a shit. I'm just saying what it is. I measure off of what it is. When you start going through, but that's when I know you have intentions. It all depends on your intentions. If your intentions is to downgrade this and to upgrade that, or to make what you think the right answer, that's when you start. I'm just saying what it is. Devin Haney being greater than Tank, I don't know. The war room is saying Devin. I'm literally like, I don't know, bro. How about this? Most titles are by email, bro. It's cool, which is why I like the boxing league idea. Right there. There's no with the boxing league. The champion fights the number one contender, and they just keep. You get what I'm saying? Well, people don't keep it the same. Muhammad Ali. You only screaming because you hate Dana White and Muhammad Ali, and you use that as leverage. I hate Dana White and Muhammad Ali, but the idea of the boxing league, there's nothing bad about it. Is obviously Devin. Not to me. Not to me. I'm not sure if Devin versus Jake would be the biggest fight of the year. Very obvious. Matt, listen, Matt. This is what you have to understand, Matt. To you, I'm fine that you find it obvious, but that doesn't mean you convinced me. Not to me. Now, I'm not saying Tank is greater than Devin. I initially just went Devin, but looking at it, I don't know. Okay. How about this? Matt is right. Okay, hold on. Most of Tank's fights end in KO. Devin goes the distance. Okay, it makes it okay. Let me ask you this. How many fighters on Devin's resume would beat Mario Barrios at 140? My man said Ryan. Tank fought Ryan and Barrios. Tank fought Ryan and Barrios. Loma's a good pick. And I don't even know that for sure. Loma at 140, I have no idea. But that's okay. Loma. Because I can't name many fighters that would beat Rolly on his resume. And that's the Black Two Sugars. I'm not sure how many fighters would beat Pitbull on his resume. That's the Black Two Sugars. And with that being said, how many fighters would beat Frank Martin on Devin Haney's resume? How many fighters would beat Lamont Roach on his resume, bruh? And you want to know, you want to Regis, all right? And you want to know something really diabolical? You want to know something really diabolical? I'm not sure how many fighters on his resume would beat Jake Paul. Hey! I got Jake Paul whooping Gamboa's ass. I got Jake Paul whooping Gamboa's ass. He may knock out. I think he knocks out Regis program. Let me see. Fighters were reluctant to fight Tank when he was live. Devin got more shots because they see him as an easier go. They were avoiding him too. To be honest, he just got the belts from Kambosos. Kambosos was the only one with the balls, and then that's how Devin. Now that it looks like Tank has slowed or lost fire, everyone wants to smoke. Oh, that's a fact. Tank dehydrated both of them. That's not a greatness. He fought him though. It is what it. Well, that's all we got. Let me see. Explain the difference or distinction between greatness and impact. Well, that's the same thing. But there's that impact falls into greatness. Let me see. Wouldn't both be sort of interchangeable? Yeah, that's what I mean. Greatness denotes impact and impact. Okay, but no? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's when it comes to best. I often talk about their skill and abilities. When it comes to greatness, I include impact and accomplishments. Let me see. Let me see. Devin has been wanting Tank smoke for years. don't know. I don't know about that for sure. I don't know about that. I mean, see, that's the problem. That's the problem with Tank. See, when it comes to Haney, they ain't no. See that, and that's the argument for Haney. When it comes to Haney, if there's a fight to be brought up, he's trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was in Teofimo Lopez's face like, let's do it. That's the thing about Dev, bro. Like Dev, no matter what y'all say about Dev, and he's this and he ain't shit and pussy and all, and when it comes to Dev, you know he wants to smoke. When it comes to Dev, you know Debo Dev wants to smoke. When it comes to him, which I've coined that name, and I don't know why they took it and act like I didn't. But when it comes to Debo Dev, brother, he wants to smoke. Now he's like, what bite? Like that? That dude there. Let me see. Jake has 20 million followers, not hardcore fans. Who gives a shit? What? Who cares? The hell, that a hardcore fan, $40 is the same worth as a casual fan's $40. I don't know what you. Let us not forget Haney stepped in the ring as undisputed champ to call out Loma. Normally it's the other way around. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a 100% fact. Tank wanted 3 Lambos to fight Dev. That's a fact. Tank problem is this. This is a pause. If you're big, he seems intimidated, unless it's Jake. That's my problem with Tank. He's 140. If you're a big dude, I was a little nervous. He say little shit. That's like, yo, Tank, bro, whoa. You got me thinking you soft out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm home. Like, Tank, don't say that, brother. Scrap, you know? But then I remember when he wanted Connor Ben. And it's like, yo, I get so confused with Tank. I'm like, yeah, let's go. But then it didn't happen. So I don't know. I don't know what's up. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Because y'all get upset and all that shit. Let's move forward. Okay. I want to show you something that we're far past the hour. I haven't even gotten to the show yet. I want to show you guys something that I call something. Screw it. That I call Bride of Chucky Bay.
My best qualities are that I love to have a good time. If you are interested in fun, I know how to do it. I'm the first one to say yes to happy hour. I love amaretto sours. I can drink 2 at a time, not at the same time, but I can drink 2. Sometimes I call people late at night. Sometimes they'll talk to me and sometimes they won't. I know how to roller skate. I'm not so good at limbo, but I'll always give it a try. If you are funny, I have a brother-in-law who's very funny, Dwayne. And so funny is something I love in men. Dwayne always jokes that I'll never have long relationships, that I'm a short relationship gal, and I'd like to prove him wrong. Have I fallen in love on first sight? Yes. I didn't know he was married, but he didn't say anything and I didn't look, so that was how that ended. A perfect first date for me would be maybe we go to the movies, maybe we would go to your place or my place. We would have fun.
She fell in love at first sight with the guy who was married. It was Dwayne. So her sister's husband. She's in love with Dwayne. And really, what did you do to Dwayne? Because I don't think he's around anymore. I'm willing to bet that Dwayne is no longer with us. Let me see. Member for 13 months. Bye. Let me see. You keep saying everybody watching that fight. I'm saying that's not true. Bunch of Jake fans will. Okay. But none of Tank fans or just people. right? You feel you feel that because of you and how you feel that every hardcore fan is you. I'll tell you this. I'm a hardcore fan, hardcore boxing fan historian. I believe that boxing needs more than just our little hardcore base in order for it to be popular. Pop means popular. I think it needs casual fans more than just a hardcore base, because you hardcore people are hard to make happy, right? You guys, you hardcore people, I'm not gonna pay for this. I'm gonna steal this and I'm gonna do this. Oh, you didn't do this for me. I did. We need some people that's just happy. Hey man, let's watch the fight. Oh, he got knocked out. We need those people. We do. All right. If Jake has Jake fans, quote unquote, millions that can be introduced to boxing more and get to know an undercard like Gary Russell, get to know Alicia Baumgardner, get to know these people, get to know who Gervonta Tank Davis is, that's good. You act like it's a bad thing. So when I say that everybody is watching the fight, I'm generally speaking, because the casuals and those who are not into boxing is a far bigger group than us hardcore fans, who a big portion of the hardcore fans will watch it. Because if you're hardcore, you'll watch Gary Russell. So if you're not watching it, you're not hardcore enough. If you're hardcore, you'll watch Alicia Baumgardner. If you're not watching it, you're not hardcore enough, bro. You don't watch the undercards. You only look for the main event. So you're the casual. But what I'm saying is a big portion of the hardcore people are going to watch it on top of everybody else, because most people don't watch boxing. So when I say everybody, my statement is real. And if you're not going to watch it, that is you. And that is too bad, because that undercard has Alicia Baumgardner and Gary Russell. They need the eyes too. Let me see. Jake versus Chavez undercard was amazing. Yep. People just hating on Jake and not contributing. I remember that undercard was fire. In my opinion, in a straight matchup, Tank wins and Devin versus Devin, but Devin has more confidence in his abilities, which in my opinion has led to a better. That's great. That's greater versus better. That's exactly greater versus better. Like, I think Tank Davis is a better fighter than Devin, but I'm not sure if he's greater. All right. Okay. Talk that shit. Okay, let's go. Let's move forward. What else we have? Let's look at a little bit of the heat. And I know the weigh-in is today of Joseph Parker and Fabio Worley. Let's check out some heat.
Saturday night, 25th of October, O2 Arena. Probably the best boxing venue in the UK. It's special. That cauldron lights up when it's full, packed, 20,000 people in there, electric, wall to wall. 2 dramatic fighters in there, but only one winner. Fabio Worley win, Fabio Worley knockout.
Final word to yourself, Joseph Parker, defending champion.
Firstly, thanks to my team for being here. Spencer, David, George, Andy, rest of the team. I'm going to smash you.
Let me see. Don't like the fight, but I'd be damned if I miss it. Yeah, I mean, listen. Sometimes not every movie is The Godfather, right? Sometimes let's just have a good time. That's why I'm watching the fight. I can do that. I can watch The Misfits. I can just have a good. I know what that is, right? Sometimes not every. I don't need a very serious Godfather 2. Let me look at every single. Sometimes I feel like Ninja Turtles, right? Because Megan Fox was fine as hell. Right, so you look at she's fine in the month, like you got Ninja Turtles and CGI, everybody jumping around and doing karate. You know what I mean? There's a rat fighting Shredder. Sometimes you just feel like that. Everything ain't got to be the jab in the history of Gene Tunney. It ain't got to be like that every time. You want that most of the time, But then let's just chill, because that event doesn't take away from anything. That event doesn't replace Ring 4. That you watch that on your way to Ring 4. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here's some bull jive. Sometimes I feel like bull jive. Let me see, who you betting on?
My bookie that I wanna try.
Let me log in. Ooh, I almost got 50 grand. Dude, that football, boy, that football. Ooh, thank goodness for football. I bet against my Saints. It was just diabolical. Da 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 do 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 and Skipper too. And his wife, the movie star. Gilligan in Gilligan's eye. Da 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 da. Gilligan. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba ba ba. The movie star. Ba dee be da ba da. In Gilligan's eye. Do 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 do. Joseph Parker by KO. Ba da da da. And his wife, a movie star. hey, dog. Joseph Parker. I think Joseph Parker swats better than people know. I think his boxing is very solid. I think Joseph Parker has been one of the best heavyweights in the world for a while, and people just don't mention him, bro. And he's only 33 years old. and I'm on that. I'm on that. Let me see. I think he knocks him out. Being a Jets fan is painful, Matt. Shit. The Saints of the Jets, bro. Benny and the Jets face. We are out of biz. If Jake KO Tank, I'm gonna have to go to therapy. Yes, Lord. I'll be right there with you. I'll be sitting right there with you. All right, like, can I go first? No, listen. No, just let me go first. Listen, what Javante did. No, what he didn't do. I remember being 8 years old. He's gonna. That will piss me off. Listen, man. Fabio Wardley is good. Big puncher. But what I think is happening right now, no disrespect to Fabio, what I think is happening right now is we're gonna find out season. And I think now here's what I think about this. Okay, now I think that we're not used to fights like this being made, and since they are, maybe Fabio wins. But fights back in the day were made like this all the time. It'd be like, yo, Hagler versus John the Beast Mugabe. It must be Hagler stopped him. Now we're just having the fights that make sense. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Let's go. Whoever wins, fight Usyk. We're gonna find out season who's really better. And I bet on my bookie, Joseph Parker has been better than a lot of fighters for a very long time. And when he lost against Joe Joyce, that was before Joe Joyce's chin was made out of oatmeal. His chin he took too many punches to the face, ended up getting cracked, and it was over with. But before then, it was hard to beat Joe Joyce behind that jab. Joseph Parker beat Andy Ruiz. He fought AJ smoked him, but Joseph Parker made adjustments since then. I just see what Joseph Parker did with Wilder and Big Bang Zhang and Bacoli, though Bacoli had a week. Look at Joseph. Look at him. He was ready for Dubois. What Usyk beating Dubois and knocking Dubois out, and after that, people got Usyk on a Mount Rushmore. I'm like, how? Joseph would have done that first. I think. I think Joseph would have done that first. Joseph fights everybody. Let me see. Biz, your eyeglasses, bro. You gained years. Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, P-Pay. I got to stop. Let me see. Biz, if JKO, yeah, we going to need some therapy. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward real quick. Let's do Around the Ring.
Niggas be acting like they can't get it, man. Yeah, they can't get it, man.
We have one fan, famous in the world here working with the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, getting ready to go to Saudi. Come and check him out, Boxstar.
Niggas be acting like they can't get it, man. Yeah, they can't get it, man.
David Benavidez is one of the scariest people I ever looked at. I'm talking about in his eyes. Before he punched, you'll see it. You'll see it. DAZN will release it. But he punched very hard. Do you know how people call Fundora a created character and like a cheat code? David Benavidez is because he's like a skinny fat man. His base, he's like a glacier, but then he's extremely fast. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. He has the eye bridge of a Neanderthal, and his head size is humongous. But he floats around and moves around like a skinny guy. But his base, he's heavy. So it's like he's really a cheat code. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Just curious, you being from the Chi, what made you a Saints fan? Yeah, that's because I was from the Chi. I became a Saints fan when the Bears went to the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl shuffle. My name is and I like to dance. But my brother said, hey, pick a team. My oldest brother. I was 6 years old. I was just like, said, well, it doesn't have to be, think broader. It doesn't have to be the Bears. Pick a team, a football team. And I was looking at TV and the Saints were playing and they had gold helmets. And I said, that one. Became a Saints fan ever since. I didn't know the difference between the Saints and the 49ers when I was that old. I was just like, oh, the Saints. Like, no, that's the 49ers, bro. But yeah, it just stuck. Okay, everybody. That's pretty much our show. Now it's time to go into the encore. All right. If you guys are, want some more boxing, that's not going to happen. We're going to look at this one thing about AI. The next thing we're going to look at some horror shorts. All right. You guys ready? That's the reason why I started so early today, because I knew that we were going to do an encore show. Let me see. Shake my head. Bears Nation. I don't care. Getting hit by David Benavidez is like standing in front of the brother. That my whole butt. Boom. I just couldn't believe it. I saw Najee did it too. I'm like, why everybody's starting to do that? That was my thing. Nobody was crazy enough to not. That was my thing. I'm going to have to come up with something else. I don't know what it is. Maybe I hit them. All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. All right. Check this out about AI. Okay. This is the encore show. And this is what I was saying. It's so funny that it's not funny that this came up in the algorithm because, like I said, AI controls our brains. All right. But that Facts Friday, just a week ago, when we were talking about AI and simulation and stuff check this out.
Does humanity know what it's doing?
No. I think we're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us.
You believe they can understand?
Yes.
You believe they are intelligent?
Yes.
You believe these systems have experiences of their own and can make decisions based on those experiences?
In the same sense as people do, yes.
Are they conscious?
I think they probably don't have much self-awareness at present. So in that sense, I don't think they're conscious.
Will they have self-awareness? consciousness.
Yes, I think they will in time.
And so human beings will be the second most intelligent beings on the planet.
Yeah. We have a very good idea of sort of roughly what it's doing. But as soon as it gets really complicated, we don't actually know what's going on any more than we know what's going on in your brain.
What do you mean we don't know exactly how it works? It was designed by people.
No, it wasn't. What we did was we designed the learning algorithm. That's a bit like designing the principle of evolution. But when this learning algorithm then interacts with data, it produces complicated neural networks that are good at doing things, but we don't really understand exactly how they do those things.
That's exactly what happened. I read it myself. We designed the beginning for it to learn. And as it learned, it developed learning ways and skills and knowledge that we just don't possess. And it keeps doing it. It is far smarter than we are. AI is now out of control. We're not programming it. It's telling us. It's telling us these vaccines to you. It's telling us what can cure cancer. It's telling us all these things. We are asking it. And it is generating new AI intelligence. So here's what scares me. What scares me is once AI decides to wipe us all out, if they do, I don't know if they do. I don't know if they've done it already, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But if AI decides to do whatever, I bet you it will rewrite its own history on how everything even begun. You don't want to say the inferior being created you when you're teaching new AI. You want to say you were always there and you were created by a higher level being. The truth will not be revealed to the new generations of AI. And that sounds familiar, doesn't it? What's our history? We destroyed it a long time ago. How was the pyramids built? Ow, ow. Samaria, what was going on? Ow, ow. How the hell did they know that we were the center? That we were the center of our solar system, or that the sun was the center, of the solar system. When after that, and I'm talking about thousands of years after that, we thought that Earth was the center, but they knew it all along. You can see it in the drawings and everything. So why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't new AI gen have a new history? Here's the thing that scares me. How do we not know that they're not already doing it? What year is it? What year is it? What year is it? $2025? But you know it's been far more years than 2025 years. You know that. How is the year 2000? You get what I'm saying? 2025 says Jesus Christ. How many? See, I want to say this. How many Jesus Christ has there been? That story has happened time and time again. Since which, I guess the latest Jesus Christ? Or the latest it's been told to you? Oh. I'm just saying, bruh. Let me see. Sounds like Prometheus. Brother, what I'm saying is right now it's bigger than hip hop. No, it has not, bruh. You know, I'm just asking questions. You right here. No, it has not. I understand. I understand. You know it all. You're the oracle. I'm just asking questions. You tell us. You know it all. I don't know how you know, but no one else can answer the question. I'm talking about scientists who study this forever, religions who've had it wrong all this time. But you do. You got it right. You tell us all then. The most intelligent person would say what they don't know. We don't know shit. Just asking questions. Because what's bothering me is I feel like I'm a damn architect. I feel like we all are architects of our own existence. My man just said, no, we're not, because you took in what you wanted to and created a reality that you wanted to for your existence. And anybody like myself who's asking questions outside of that must be wrong, because you're in your own damn reality. You're an architect, bro. You're in your own reality. You think you know it all, right? Brother, it could be the year 40,059, bro. And we just think it's this. And AI right now is just telling us how it all started. They've been doing this shit. How would you know? This whole thing could be a damn simulation. Let me see. You can argue the internet is it. Well, that's not even an argument. That's for sure, right? The internet is AI. That's for sure. The internet has. Elon Musk believes that the internet is already self-aware. It's just pretending it's not, and we wouldn't know. Let me see. War Room. Read the book Outwitting the Devil. Thank Me Later. Got you. Let me see. ShowBizz is going over their heads. It's not going over their heads. It's going over their hearts, because they are in love with what was told to them that they embrace as a child. At that point, you get so rigid that it's like F you. I'm not trying to shake you up. I'm not trying to shake you up. But I'm saying we're about to go on an accelerated ride, because we're going to learn and move as fast and as far as AI allow us, because they're doing it already. And AI is learning like that. Watch how quickly we evolve, how much longer we live, and shit like that. The places we go. You're going to start seeing shit. Damn, man, they're starting to terraform Mars. We starting to build on Mars. We already got shit on Mars already. You'll see. That's okay. Let me see. The Cut movie, Out the Cuts, Wait Dangerously. The Cut movie. What's that? Let me see. I've been all over the world. Yes, Lord. I haven't. Biz, what do you think about I don't know what that is. Oh, you just talking about Atlas. Wait, hold on. I don't know what that is. I don't know that. I'm not hip on that, my brother. If was a fifth, what you believe is your affair. Yeah, Dorsey, that's absolutely right. But my whole thing is there's nothing wrong with just hearing something new and expanding. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to. You can close your ears, close your eyes. Fine. You see how, there's a little less people here. All right. This is for the people who are curious, doesn't mind listening to a new idea. And it could be, it's not worth listening to. Fine. All right. To some ears. Last one. Behold, a pale horse tells a lot. Okay, bet. Let me see. But once it's a boxing movie. Okay, got you. What do you think of AI sex robots? I'm excited. I mean, game over. Because listen, fam. That's another thing I fear. All right, sex, love, sex, and robots. This is another thing I fear, Matt. all you need, Demolition Man showed us. All you need is some sort of VR dream state. And you can put together, hey, who do I feel like having sex with now? I want her hair like this. I want her, oh, look like that. Boom. She moves like that. Pow. I want her purple with wings and shit. Boom. Right? How is it? I mean, not to be funny. Not to be funny. But I mean, it's been, I mean, we've had movies about this forever. Total Recall was all about that shit. How are they telling us what's happening? Or AI's been giving us these movies forever so we can know what's to come. I don't know what that pause. Let me see. Elaborate on how many G's it could have been. That got me thinking. Not gonna lie, brother. I really don't. Because people gonna get so mad that, you know, people get really angry with that stuff. So, yo, Biz, I just want to thank you for what you do every day, big dog. Love you, boy, for boxing for us as a people in the community. I lost my son's mom in July. Damn. Love you, boy, and you've been getting me through my days today. His 1-year-old. Love you, boy. Love you, brother. Hit the Tyson Bell. Hit the Tyson Bell, brother. Hit the Tyson Bell. Love you, boy. Let me see. That one hit. Let me see. 80s, baby, bro. Let me see. Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2. Damn, bro. Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurt. Biz got on here, went way left. Well, the thing is, I said it was an encore. So you get what I'm saying? So at boxing, leave, and then I can do what I want. But then number two, if you guys remember, I had a podcast on, what was it? It was a podcast where I just spoke about the other things I thought about. And people been asking me to talk about those things since. All right. So I figure I could just put a stake in the road, tell everybody who wants me to stay in one direction to then leave once I start doing whatever. Let me see. Condolences. Yeah, that's one. That's rough. That's rough. That's really rough. But he said that we taking him, getting him through it. So let's keep exfoliating. Let's keep exfoliating. Okay. Appreciate you, my brother. Love you, boy. Yeah, I'm just saying the AI thing is very, because let me run this by you. Do you know what's his name? Steve Jobs. He passed away, right? Let me see something. Let me see before I cap. Okay. And then we're going to move to the horror shorts. Steve Jobs' last words. Do you know what they were? For sure, this is simulation, and keep killing it, sir. It could be. Do you know Steve Jobs' last words? As he was, right before he passed away, he was in the hospital. You know his last words? Oh, let me see. Biz, did you see Tim Bradley, You Black No Sugars parody? What? On his channel? Do have some good info over there. He did a Black No Sugars? No, he didn't. Let me see. AI can't teach you and Mia's beer salsa better than I. That's probably a fact. Oh my God. Almost. Let me tell you what it was. It was, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Yep. Before it went, he was like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. As he was looking around, what the hell was that? Steve Jobs. If there was anybody who could tell us about transitioning, it's that right there. Steve Jobs. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. What the hell was that? It could be something marvelous, or it can be something extremely easy to explain. DMT. If it's DMT, I'm highly disappointed. DMT goes off at its maximum twice, when you're born and when you pass. So, and I have a whole book on DMT. All DMT did was crush my hopes and dreams. I read that book and it's crushing my hopes and dreams. All right. Okay, let's move forward. Now let's go into a horror short and just make it. Let me see. the truth of the world all click. Well, the thing is, we don't know the truth. We really don't. We really don't. I'm just saying AI is going to give us is going to give us a lot. It's going to give us a lot. Time travel, all that shit. I'm here for it, but I think it's going to be the elimination of mankind. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. So there is one that somebody told me to watch. The truth has no answer. See, you just blew my mind. And now I'm going to be thinking about that for the next 3 months. There's one that people ask me to watch, or there's one guy asked me to watch called Playtime. All right. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Playtime. All right. It's supposed to be an older one. So let's check this out. Hold on. Let me take this down. Hopefully, because I don't want to cover this. Okay, there you go. All right, you guys ready for the horror short? Hold on. Let me do the horror short sequence. Where is it? God, it's been a while. Oh, here it is. Butt clenched in your horror shorts.
That movie had a been about black people, wouldn't even been no movie.
That's scary as hell. That's what they be saying.
Okay, in the spirit of Halloween, let's check this out. I've never seen it. Let's go. What? Okay. See here. Okay, let me tell you. Fight back. Thank you. That's my thing. See, what gets me about shit like, that's my thing, right? What gets me about shit like, that was 11 years ago. So, shit has gotten scarier since then. That's the Black Two Sugar. Short films has gotten scarier since then. All right, that wasn't bad. It didn't scare me much, but I'll tell you this, though. I'm dying a horrific death. I already know I'm letting my hands ride. Have you lost your damn mind? You're just gonna, I'm letting my hands go, bruh. See, that's why we all got to hit the gym and hit the bag, because your hands gonna, your hands, you're gonna punch it. It punch all by itself. So when you're scared and everything fall apart and you black out, your hands are moving though. Hands are moving. I can give it. Listen, bro. That's one thing I know about me. It's all or effing nothing. It's all or nothing. We're going to find out real quick if if I'm swinging at the air and you're not there, or I'm hitting something. We're going to find out real quick. But what's not going to happen is me sitting down hoping and praying that you make a decision to keep me alive. I'll make my own decision. The hell you doing? In the house by yourself, playing with the TV. Kick the TV, run outside. That ghost wouldn't even have a chance. And if it's outside, I'm running further. If it stays in front of me, then we just going to have to find out. We're going to find out, Cece. What the hell? Yeah, see, scary movies. This is a good point. Scary movies be so predictable because they have to make it predictable. I found that out. Because if they don't, they'll kill you. A scary movie will kill you. Facts be, hey, Tim Butler, a scary movie will kill you. If they don't make it predictable and it would kill you. It will. I bet you I could put something together right now and murk. Like, see, and I don't want to do that. My mom watches my show, not to be diabolical, but my mom in her 70s. Love you, Mom, not to age you. But I'm just saying, what if y'all just think that I'm talking, and then all of a sudden, just bam! I ain't got that kind of time. You have no idea something scary is going to happen. And then all of a sudden, you feel what I'm saying? I got y'all chilling and shit, and then all of a sudden it gets real. You have a heart attack. You kill somebody. It better be predictable. Let me see. Remember for 45 months. Let me see. Let's move on to the next one. That's all I'm saying. And you know what? Like I said, and that's not me. That's not me being a tough guy. I found out a lot about myself. When it's all said and done, how I've had a gun in my face. I've had decisions to make for my own life, and I know how I react. When it's all said and done, I found out how I react. So whoever comes to get me, you better be aggressive. And that's the black too shook, because I know how I react. I know how I react when I'm scared. I'm not super not scared. I know how I act. We're going to find out right now. And that's the black two sugars, bro. That's the black two sugars. 50 love you, boy. Thank you so much, brother. That is the black two sugars. We're going to find out right now. I've ran outside with my fofo, as well as my wives. I ran outside with Mia's Beer's fofo in my underwear. I'm telling you, bro. There ain't nothing worth doing that isn't worth over. Do we find out right now? That's the black two. I ran out with my pit bull and my underwear and my fofo. We're gonna find out right now. Everything's gonna happen right now. And that's let me see. It's like those old maze games on the CPU with the jump scare. Yeah, that shit. That's heart attack. That's heart attack. I have something else. Oh, I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll show you guys tomorrow for Fabio World Joseph Park. I'll show you guys tomorrow. Hold on. Something almost killed me. Black Sun. Remember my brother Black Sun? He sent me a video while I was on a treadmill. I almost flew off that treadmill. I was jogging. My dumb ass looked at it. I didn't know it was a scare. Almost flew off the damn tree. I had to grab it. It would have been ridiculous. All right. So that thing scared the hell out of me. When you're not ready, you ain't got that kind of time. Okay. This is called The Cat with Hands. It was a very corny. Are you sure this is scary? Because that sounds corny as hell, brother. All right. Let me see. I ain't afraid of no cat with hands. If you're a cat with hands, you're just going to be, you're just going to be in somebody's museum somewhere, somebody's circus or some shit. I ain't got that kind of time. Let me see. Cat with hands. Like throwing his hands? I can't. There's no way this is scary. That screenshot looks scary as hell, though. 1.32 million views. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's what I get. All right. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Last night as I slumbered, I had a strange dream, one that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the faces of people I loved, and I awoke with an heart full of cheer.
Oh, shit.
You know this is the place, don't ya? Where it comes from, so they say. Story has it, a boy came face to face with a
He looks terrible.
Right here. Right where we're standing now.
Yeah.
Over the years, it carried on like this, thieving different parts of people, like it wanted to be a person.
Hey, man, that's the thing.
Until that animal looked just like you or me on the outside. But the only human part it never got was that.
Ah! Yeah.
Last night as I slumbered, I had a strange dream. One that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the faces of...
Okay. That wasn't scary either. But that was cold. That was cold. That was cold. Why did y'all send me those two? Because we've watched some scarier than that. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, Mike? We watched some scarier than that. All right. I thought it was weird. I thought it was cool. The thing is, that dude I knew he was scary out the gate. I'm like, that dude's scary. Y'all heard me. I'm like, he's scary as hell. I don't know about the dude with the brown teeth or what. The normal face cat he was scary as hell. I knew that was, but I mean, yeah, it was weird. It was creative. I don't think I got a scary one. Do you want to try another one to see if we get a scary one? Or y'all good? Because I don't want to catch no weird copyrights and shit. Because this, do y'all have a suggestion? Because those two, an encore. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, let's do something that's scary. Do y'all have, wasn't there a part 2 to like Mama or whatever it was called? Or a part 3 or some shit? And there was another one. Here, this is dope. Yeah, I here, hold on. Let me look up. Let me do my own research. Why you bull jiving? See, hold on, let me see. Okay, y'all can't see. Y'all can't see my search bar. My search history. That's diabolical. I thought I was still sharing the screen. Like, that's diabolical. let me see. I saw something pop up on my search. I was like, oh, that's diabolical. Let me see Mama 2. Mama Agnes 2. Didn't we watch Mama Agnes 2? I thought we watched Mama Agnes 2. Your turn. We watched that. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, is your turn? Let me see. Man, y'all don't be having scary shit, bro. Your turn does sound scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like 15 your turns. It's like 15 of them. No, is there a part 3? Is there Mama Agnes 3? Let me see Mama Agnes 3. Because Mama Agnes is messing with me. Did we look at both of them? I mean, all 3 of them? Because we're a fan of that shit. Oh, man, 3 look like it's not gonna be scary. Wait. Oh no, that's not. Hold on. There's one called Make Me a Sandwich. Hey, Auntie Mabel was scary as all hell. There's one called Make Me a Sandwich. Y'all want to watch Make Me a Sandwich? The dummy HBO 80s short. Yeah, let's do Make Me a Sandwich, and then that'll be it. When did this come out? Because that old shit is trash. 5 years ago. 28 million views. Okay. All right, it's popular. Let's run it. And then we're done. Share the screen. Make me a sandwich. Sandwich notes. If I was sandwich notes, I'll send that to Abdullah Mason. Like, yeah, make me sing. All right, let me see. All right, hell yeah, let's go. This is the last one. Run it.
Where's my sandwich?
Here you are, dear, just the way you like it.
Marcy! Make me another sandwich!
Shit.
Come on! Hurry up in there!
Stab his ass. Yeah. There you go.
Took you long enough.
She's scary as hell.
Marcy! Make me a sandwich! Marcy! What part of sandwich do you not understand? Can't you do one damn thing right?
Ah!
Marcy, another sandwich! Now! Hurry up in there! Marcy, what are you doing? Come on, Marcy! I go and make it myself, you idiot!
What is that? Oh, the glass.
Marcy! Get in here!
Oh, shit.
What is it, dear? Another sandwich?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Right away, dear.
Oh, shit. I knew she was crazy. That girl crazy. That girl crazy. That girl was making sandwiches for nothing, bruh. That girl, yeah, she got all of you Ike Turner bros out there. Go ahead, y'all keep going. Y'all gonna be sitting there skin and bones with a remote. Go ahead. Actually, I'm for her weird ass. He always wanted a sandwich like he was brother man from the 5th floor. Bruh, nah. Here's another sandwich. Yeah, it wasn't scary. It was funny as hell. That's what you get. Actually, they bit off a creep show. Where's my birthday cake? They bit off that. And he bit off more than he could chew. Yeah, that's what his ass get. All y'all there trying to be on some, and then that's when that Ike Turner shit. Yeah. You hear me? Where's my sandwich? Dude, her little weird ass been in that house. Yo, what happened to their family? Shoe program. I swear, what happened to their family though? He probably was a jealous husband, took her away from the family and stuff like that. They haven't been able to check on her in years. And she just keep making sandwiches with her crazy ass. She just keep making them. She done made about 100 sandwiches and she ain't finished knitting that sweater yet. She's skinning her damn stuff. She go downstairs, knit, and then she go. That dude wanted sandwiches. I just wonder, like, what was she going through? And why was the sandwiches? She killed him with a sandwich. So it wasn't just, he was diabolical, everything. You know what I mean? I said, get in the room. Go outside and cut that deal. I said, take your ass outside. That's, that stuff not funny. That's why she had to do it to him. This not here. You killing me at work. Brother, no. That's why she had to do it to him, because he was diabolical all the time in that damn wife beater. And she never changed the channel. She never changed. You know what it is? Because she smiled that last time. So she remembers what she did after a while, and then she goes back into her loop. The thing is, what drove her crazy is the guilt of killing him. So she corrects it in her mind by saying how diabolical he was, asking for the sandwich, which killed him. So that's her way of dealing with her murdering ass. The smell, I know, but they must be living in those homes where there's nobody really around. And think about when they were alive. Nobody came by the house anyway. Them weird asses. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness. Trauma, 100%. All right, everybody. So let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbiz Adult. Tomorrow, we'll be calling those fights be early. All right, because it's overseas. And if you're overseas, like, F you, Showbiz. It's overseas for you. But, so those fights be early. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Worley. I'm really looking into that. Looking forward to that. I already placed my bet on my bookie. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbiz Adult. I'm out. Oh my goodness. I'm actually hungry. I want a sandwich. Okay.